but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm going to be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Queen vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to work. I ain't have to do nothing. But my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. I'm taking that L. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought like, oh, I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dogged up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your kids. Fuck your mother.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck everybody. And it's man, the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I up a whole marriage. I had the that every bitch wanted. And I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end of the day, and that's what me up. He put me in a soft girl era, but I still had the mindset of an alpha.
And shout out to the single moms too, who live with their mom, who also live with their mom. 3 generations of bum ass bitches swearing niggas ain't shit. Somewhere in the world, they all deep as fuck in the house claiming niggas ain't shit. Go ahead. Y'all really don't see y'all the problem.
I need my man. I want him, I need him, I will fight for him. It's been 15, 17 years. It ain't been no walk in the park. This ain't been no cozy, just, yeah, no. We've gone through high, lows, broke, rich, have life, death, everything. I'm running through it all. What are you talking about?
Spray.
So I will sit down and I will have my patience if my man has to take time to mature and get through certain things in life. And if he needs help to cry and get through certain emotions, me dead at all. Right through. I ain't riding to die, but we're going to ride together. Simple. And if sometimes I have to talk with chest, I'm going to talk with chest because I can see if certain things is going on. I want to talk and make sure that you're safe as well. Because when you're not there, my whole house crumbles because you do lead. And I give you that space to lead. Whether it looks stupid on road, whether it don't fit in my friends' them thing or not, it's mine. It's what I created. It's what I made. It's what I work towards. So that's what me I fight for. What don't look good to you works for me. And keeps my house happy. So I don't give a shit. And I'm being dead ass serious. So I want my man and I need my man to be in my house. We roll together. We do everything together. I don't need no friend. Because I've got my man.
Bombs in the chat.
Okay.
Hallelujah, Lord, I really gotta thank you. Hallelujah, Lord, I really gotta thank you. Hallelujah, Lord, you're really worth it all. Hallelujah, I'm talking deserve it all. I'm talking glory, Lord, cause you is so worthy, Lord. Talking about that glory, Lord, cause you is so worthy, Lord. I'm talking about that glory, Lord, cause you is so worthy, Lord. I'm talking about that glory, Lord, cause you is so worthy, Lord. Hallelujah, 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 cause you're true, yes you're true, yes you're really, really true, I say you're true, yes you're true, yes you're really, really true, I say you're true, yes you're true, yes you're really, really true, I say you're true, yes you're true, yes you're really, really true, you get the glory, Lord, cause you is so worthy, Lord, see I'm gonna have to get this.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. How much money do y'all pay a month for grocery? Write in the comment section and we can get the party started. What's happening? How y'all living, man? What's good? Happy November the 24th. Happy November the 24th, 20 to 25. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Woo! Subscribe. Y'all come on in and share. I need some likes up in these streets. y'all say that one of them ladies is a keeper. That's what I'm talking about. That baby say she need her man. Don't care nothing about what y'all talking about out here in the doggone street. They ride together. They die together. Well, they ride and die, do all that fly stuff right there. Baltimore's in it. What's happening at work with it? What it do? You say we talking about the bachelor life? No. Just as a family. What? If you have a family, how much do y'all spend a month for grocery? A month for grocery. All right. If you single, how much do you spend a month? Every month in grocery, around about how much? I'm gonna talk about something that I had done seen out here in these streets. But I just want to know. I just need a consistency of what's going on out here to see what people is out here doing. Shot Kid for the 199 super chat. You say don't miss my show. Or wait, don't miss my shows. They on the plane headed to the shot. Be careful out there. Hell, you from the shot in. Hell, be careful out there. No matter where y'all at out here in these streets, be careful. Hope that you have a safe flight out here in these streets, man. Watch 236009 at all time. That's what I'm talking about. Safe. That's what's up. You say between $600 and $700 a month. All right. $200 to $300 a month, $450 a month for a family of 3. All right. So you say $200. Okay, you say Dollar Generals. That's what's up. Whatever it take. You say regular essentials, $300. But when we talking premium meats and items, about $700 and I'm over 40 and fine. Oh, all right. You say about $300 right there. $250 to $300. Got it. Bam. Said $250. Got that right there. Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button, man. Always, in case you're new around here, we also it's on these things down here at the bottom. The link is in the description. I don't want to say the names because it affects the algorithm over here on YT, and we don't want to do that right there. You say $1,000 for a family of 3 a month. Okay. You say it's my brother and I, so we spend about $600 a month, $300 every 2 weeks. Okay. Wife shops, so you know how that goes. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead on and get into some news. Let's go ahead on and get into some news. I ain't gonna give you much hold. You're finna talk a few things. We on the slow moving Monday, y'all. We slow moving. We just saying stuff. We just out here talking, man. I saw this. I was on Instagram. I'm on Instagram I followed the black millionaires, and I saw what black millionaires had done posted. So let me give them they credit and also put this up on the screen. They say U.S. grocery prices has hit a record high, with the average family of 4 now spending about $1,030 per month. I saw this and I instantly was taken back. I'm like, who spend $1,000 a month for food? I was like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. I know prices is up. I do understand it, but that's what they said, and I'm like, is this for real? Do like a whole bunch of y'all really spend like $1,000 a month? I don't. This thing reads. A typical family of 4 now spending $1,030 a month on groceries based on the data from the Urban Institute, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the USDA as of mid-late 2025. That's about a 37% increase since 2019. Even though overall food inflation is starting to cool off, the cost of eating at home is going up each year, rising around a 2.7% as of August 2025. Items like coffee and beef have especially seen big jumps, big price jumps since 2024. In September, the 2025 food plans shows that depending on a family grocery habits, monthly costs for a family of four can range between $1,000 and $1,600. These rising prices come from issues like labor costs, fuel, farm imports or inputs, supply chain problems, and broader inflation. Who's spending $1,600 a month for a family of four? I don't. Wait a minute. You say, oh no, nobody pay $1,000. You say they lying. I'm really trying to understand. Is they just saying something, or is this like for real? You say $500 is junk. This is where I'm about to go with it. I don't understand. It's 4 weeks in a month. Sometimes 5 weeks in a month. Well, we do waste a lot of food. We waste a lot of food. We throw a lot of food away. A lot of us, we shop, but a lot of us believe that we do know how to shop, but a lot of us, we really don't know how to shop. The majority of people go to the grocery store and they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan. So when you don't have a plan and you go to the grocery store, when you don't have stuff written down, which I ain't got nothing written down on here, but I'm trying to write my grocery list while I'm sitting here because I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow. If you don't go to the grocery store with a list, or just knowing what you're going to the store for, 2 packs of meat, three vegetables. Just walk in there, 2 packs of meat, 3 vegetables, walk out. Hey, you good on cost. But if you was going grocery shopping and you don't have a list, you will overspend. You will overspend. The best reason to write a list is because you need to be checking in your cupboards and your refrigerator to make sure that you're not double buying stuff. A lot of times we buy stuff and we already have it. Now, I can understand if you're trying to stay stocked up on some things, then that's the difference. Shout out to the Archer for the $5 super chat. He say prices are also rising because everyone is getting groceries delivered. Are delivery fees included in this? Nope. I didn't see anything about delivery fees at all. Nothing. He said 3 packs of ribeyes. He said 2 in the pack. It's about $150 at Sam's. I'm just saying, listen. And this is really why it's certain foods that we just shouldn't buy because it costs too much. But if you're gonna buy the expensive food, let's not buy it all the time. If you want to splurge or something like every 2-3 months or something, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. But if you watch your money and if you was trying to be as conservative as possible, we got to stop buying this expensive ass meat. What I don't understand is rice is relatively cheap. Chicken has always been the cheapest. And beans has always been the cheapest. I don't see what y'all buying for $1,000 in a month. Unless it's a lot of junk. Now, a lot of people, they may be adding the condiments like mustard, ketchup, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, hot sauce. I need my hot sauce. I need my doggone hot sauce. But the condiments, it really do cost. The salad dressing, the Miracle Whip, and all that fly stuff right there, that shit costs. Don't mess around and buy more than one barbecue sauce. Listen. If you can't find barbecue sauce for like $1 or $2, well, don't buy that for $5 barbecue sauce. Salad dressing is expensive. Yeah, potato chips. You're hurting yourself out here, man. But it just kind of threw me off. So I checked out a few of the comments, and I was like, you say, I am a single mother with 1 child, and I spend $400 a week on grocery. I can't imagine a house of 4. Oh my God. Can somebody please explain to me why this lady spending $1,200 a week with one child. How many of you all can remember when you just had one child? I don't know what you need to buy. You can cook 7 days a week and don't spend $400. That person, one child, $400. All right. You say, yeah, a family of 4 that eats just pork and beans. Oh, just pork and beans. Well, you say it's way more. Cap. My bad. Cap is way more. You say I spend much more on my family of 4 in Houston per month on grocery. Oh my God, people is out here. You say, Willie, she might be getting stamps. She got to be getting stamps. Y'all, I'm not saying that y'all don't spend $1,000. I'm not saying that right there. I just think that it's real rare. It's rare for you all to be spending $1,000 cash money. I'm not saying that you don't spend $1,000. And for the ones who spend $1,000 cash, I believe that number is really, really small. So I just can't believe it, y'all. So yeah, $400 a week is just buffoonery. Yes, shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. He says she must be letting the kids shop. I'm trying to tell you something. They here wrong, little mama. I say just in time for the holidays. It is great again yet. Oh, is it great again yet? It's almost, shit is almost. He said we all need food stamps. Well, she might got a point about that right there. He say, what is these people buying? That's a great question. That's the question that I'm asking. Dollar Tree meals are pretty cool. He say can make plenty with $20. There is 2 of us and easily 700-ish. Just general food and portions are absolutely smaller now. They say I raised 4 kids, 1 left in the house. They say $1,000 is the cost of my kids' berries and yogurts for the month. Then I just want to say either you balling or use the food. Hey, no. Let me say that again or differently. Use the food. If you spending $1,000 in kids' berries and yogurt, you killing your kid real fast. But look, $1,000, which you can spend way less than half of that and still get your kids what you need and invest the rest of the money. Oh, but we don't believe in investing in our children. I don't care nothing about that. We want to get them kid berries and yogurt. That's what I say. Crock pot meals and foods you can eat with rice are the best money savers. I'm trying to tell you. She said NYC off the hook, especially here in Brooklyn. Yada. He said, but Trump said, oh, never mind. Don't you say nothing about Trump. I just had to point this out, man, because this is what they say. It is what it is, man. Listen, if you spend $1,000 a month, if you spending, even for y'all spending $700-800 a month, please rethink what you're doing. Please rethink what you're doing. Is y'all not eating rice? I don't understand. Like, is y'all really not eating rice? I know that we was told. That rice is killing us and rice is bad for us. I just want to let y'all know, y'all need to be eating rice. I'm sorry. Listen. We did the show, we did the story the other day. I think that was Friday, to where we talked about the 9-year-old who was sold by her father to the 55-year-old because the father because the Taliban had them taken over, which this was some years ago, but the Taliban had them taken over, and it was very, very difficult for them, for the men to take care of their family. So a lot of men, they sell their daughters. The man said he can't buy the basics. The basic was rice. What it was, rice flour and bread. That's what they eating over there in Afghanistan, rice flour and bread. So listen. So if you think that the rice is killing us, you need to keep eating. Believe in me, the rest of the stuff that you're eating is killing you. He said, I've delivered over 1,700 100 orders, and I've rarely bought rice. That's try to tell people just don't. It's some about the rice that they're not doing. People is not even doing the mashed potatoes. People is doing pastas, but everybody can't make pasta. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not eating rice, all right. So if you're not eating rice and mashed potatoes, what is in that spot? Yeah. People ain't eating grits either. Yes, Japan and China been surviving off rice for centuries. Facts. And they're smaller than us. That means that, yes, they eating the rice, but they don't eat the rest of this junk that we eat. You say, eat rice, but my fish, yada, 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 hold on. Eat rice, but my fish that goes with it. Oh, yeah. The fish that go with it ain't cheap. Now, listen. I know that a lot of people, they don't like the tilapia. I get it. I didn't grow up with tilapia. I like tilapia, but I didn't grow up with tilapia. So sometimes, hell, it's in the freezer. Sometimes I eat it. And then sometimes I be like, well, they just made this stuff up. I don't remember growing up fishing for no damn tilapia. I ain't never caught a tilapia. I ain't never caught a tilapia. I think that they just made it up. But I really do like that swahi. That swahi. You cook that bit 3 hours. Swahi still gonna be soft. I don't know where they get their goddamn fish from. But I got a freezer full of that right there too. But that's not an every month expense, y'all. Income tax is about to come up. When income tax come up, y'all, please buy wholesale. Go to the big stores. Please buy y'all some wholesale meat. Please get y'all some wholesale meat, especially chicken by the case. Please get your chicken by the case. It's the cheapest thing going. And it's cleaner. I'm trying to tell y'all something. $1,000. Jesus. Oh, I just couldn't do it though. And I couldn't do it just like all these people here who is losing their jobs. Remember, I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest? Your job sweet, huh? That shit sweet, right? I keep trying to tell y'all, you better have you something on the side. Do not depend on one stream of income. I've been telling y'all this for the doggone longest. And some people be like, but Willie, I ain't got time, you know what I'm saying? Because I work 40 hours or something like that right there. And then I have to drive an hour and come back home an hour. And I be tired and I can't do stuff on the side. All right, no. That's your reasoning for not creating a backup plan for you and your family. All right, cool. You ain't got the time. When they let your ass go, speaking of being let go, Kroger, distribution center in Central Florida, my state, stand your ground state, go home state. Please don't run away in Fifth Island Life State. Over 1,000 employees out of work right now.
Now hearing from people in Lake County who say one of the county's biggest employers shutting its doors is going to hurt them. We told you yesterday Kroger is closing its facility in Groveland. West 2's David Jones flying over it right now in Chopper 2. David, Kroger's laying off around 1,000 employees in this one.
Yeah, Kroger says about 1,000 employees will be impacted just here in the Lake County facility alone. Not to mention this facility, which is really brand new. It just opened in 2021. Kroger's main distribution center for Florida. Around 1,400 employees statewide will be impacted. Kroger is Lake County's 7th largest employer, so it's just going to be a massive hit here.
They just opened in 21.
A notice to the state shows Kroger plans to shutter 4 locations, including one in Rockledge and the massive distribution center in Groveland. It's 1,400 Kroger employees statewide, including around 1,000 workers in Lake County.
It's scary not knowing what the future is going to hold for us.
Trisha's husband is a driver at Kroger. He has been since they opened.
This just really happened at the wrong time.
We blurred her face because her husband plans to work until the last day possible and receive a $2,500 severance.
For some people, that's just a mortgage. He finna get a $2,500 severance pay. That's $2,500 severance. That, again, for some people, that's just a mortgage and or rent.
Kroger pays really well. And I am in fear that my husband is not going to be able to find a job that pays at least what he's making at Kroger right now. You know, I'm covered under his insurance, so now we'll have no medical come February 1st.
Literally no one that works in the Groveland facility even knew what was going on.
Amanda's husband also works there.
Like, we have an 8-year-old son who's on Kroger insurance, and now, we might not even have that come February.
Kroger earned about $1.3 million in performance grants from the county, paid out on an annual basis after the company pays its property taxes. It was a 10-year agreement.
It's very hard to shop for a big family.
Jennifer McIntyre, a Kroger shopper and Leesburg resident, says delivery plus the cost savings when compared to other chains helped her feed her family of 10.
Now I'm worried about what that means I'm going to have to give up. You know, are we going to have to buy less of what in order to make my budget stay the same? Because with what we have, you can't.
Bitch, I was almost sympathetic when I heard about the other people, but hold up, sugar, see, baby girl, you just can't come out here and talk about, I don't know how we gonna make it with a family of 10 what? You got 10 kids.
Says
you got 8 kids. It's probably 8 kids because it's her and her man, so it's 10 of y'all?
Delivery plus the cost savings when compared to other chains helped her feed her family of 10.
Now I'm worried about what that means I'm going to have to give up. You know, are we going to have to buy less of what in order?
Yeah, you going to have to buy less of everything, lady. Y'all losing jobs.
To make my budget stay the same, because with what we have, you can't.
Your budget can't stay the same, baby. You not get the same income, your budget can't stay the same, and it shouldn't stay the same. You ain't even have no money. Family of 10.
And whether the incentive money will be recouped is something that's still up in the air. The county will not be paying it, though, any further. At least one county commissioner says he views it as a breach of contract, and he wants to explore ways to get that money back. But the bottom line right now, lots of families set to be out of work here in Lake County right as the holidays approach.
That there would have been real sweet. That's a good idea. 10 kids. Better start a YT channel. I'm trying to tell you something. 10 kids, man. Now listen, now we don't know if her and her man made them all together. He probably a father and a stepfather all at the same doggone time. Or hell, maybe it's all both of theirs. Maybe it's all 10. If y'all listen, and this what I be meaning, like decisions. If she done laid down there and pushed that 8 to 10 kids, there's no such thing as sympathy coming from my way. That I don't believe in that. Bitch, I don't believe. I cannot be sympathetic like that. What is we talking about? No. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. We have some more kind of sad. We got some workers, and listen, which is also crazy. There's a lot of people hiring. There's a lot of people hiring, right? There's a whole bunch of people hiring. And it's still hard to find jobs. This is what they say. They say the federal workers is struggling to find new jobs. Y'all got to listen to these stories, man, because the stories be intriguing to me. The stories be making me be like, decisions. What do we be thinking about? Y'all listen to the federal workers who is looking for new jobs. Here we go.
Statistics shows that there are more unemployed workers than jobs available. Federal layoffs, loss.
You say more of the unemployed than jobs available. Oh, all right, go.
Contracts, even private sector downsizing have compounded the situation throughout the DMV. Job seekers tell me that after months of looking for a job, they're still coming up short. These are the faces of people who say months after separating from the federal government or losing their private sector job, they're left with few options: drained bank accounts and fleeting hope.
Drained bank accounts and fleeting hope. And again, I'm going to tell y'all on this one right here. Your job sweet, ain't it, huh? Shit's great, huh? They love you around there. They need you, huh? Okay.
I'm struggling so hard today. I took the deferred resignation program and have so much regret.
So much regret. Now, what is the federal deferred resignation program? What is that?
I have so much regret.
In this viral video, Shantae Graves shares her frustration after accepting the federal government's deferred resignation program, which placed her on administrative leave with full compensation until September, followed by a formal separation.
Full compensation until September. This video just came out yesterday. Till September. So is they saying September next year? Because September's already gone. Or is her doing her video? Oh, this says 4 days ago. All right, so go ahead.
Even with all of the crazy stuff going on in the government, I really miss the security of that job. I actually started recording.
She said that she really missed the security of that job. You never had security of that job. I want y'all all to understand you have no job security. There's no such thing as job security. There's no such thing. Stop it. This ain't back in the 50s and 60s, but even back then, there still was no real, we do not learn from the elders.
Back in the spring, like when all of this started happening, and I started recording my process of like coming to terms with leaving, and it was just a diary for myself.
So no, September this year. All right, got it. So this is like her old video, and then they bought her own to do like the little interview thing. All right, got it. Here we go.
Like thousands of other former federal workers, face the possibility of layoffs or reductions in force that threatened to leave them with limited severance pay. Many took the deal with the belief that the certainty of a paycheck was better than gambling with a potential layoff. The Trump administration maintains that the federal reductions were necessary to improve efficiency and shrink a federal workforce they claim was too big.
I feel like I have no community of people that also took it, which makes me then feel even worse because I feel like I didn't make a thought out decision, but I did think it out.
I did think it out. That baby said this shit. I thought it through. You say that they get to work for several months and then they can retire, but they lose money doing it like that. Oh, okay.
The weight of being back out in the searching for a job just really hit me that day.
The task of looking for work is daunting as the number of unemployed climb and the jobs available dwindle.
I didn't expect to be leaving federal service like that when I had entered. I envisioned a long career.
Jordan Matthews entered the federal government as a Presidential Service Management Fellow within the Department of Justice. She worked in an office focused on community conflict resolution.
The administration had tried to get rid of our component the first time around unsuccessfully, and so we knew that there would probably be that same type of attempt.
You knew that the administration tried to get rid of y'all the first time that he was in office? Is that what she just said to me? Or us?
We knew that there would probably be that same type of attempt.
So the same type of attempt. So 4 years later, because he tried to do it the first time, 4 years later, you ain't had like no backup plan for if any other administration would come up and try to take y'all jobs away. You ain't think it through. This is my problem with people.
But as we all learned quickly, that this year or this time around was very different. It's
very different. You say that I gave the federal government 19 years and got thrown out like trash. Try to tell y'all.
Feels like every other person is unemployed right now. And knowing what that means for our economy feels very scary. I was looking for part-time jobs. I was looking for something. I feel like I would love to work part-time at Whole Foods as a cashier right now, just to make, have a little bit of stability. That's been challenging.
While she looks for work, she's been nurturing a community of former federal workers with her blog, The Fed Up.
I believe...
The Fed Up. I like that title right there. You say, hold up. Did I just see it? You say, yo, bad. You say they can stop working for several months, but they lose money at the end because they stop investing in the TSP Roth retirement with the government retirement monies. Oh, okay.
More than any time ever, it is so important that we all say the true thing out loud together.
Benjamin Phillips worked at USAID, an agency shut down by the Trump administration after uncorroborated claims of corruption and abuse. Thousands of employees were laid off, and some, like Phillips, opted for the deferred resignation program instead. He's still looking for work.
The field that I've worked in, international development and humanitarian assistance, has basically been, almost disappeared in the United States because the administration cut all of the funding. So that, the kinds of jobs that I used to have before those have all disappeared as well.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You say many of them had voted for Trump. Facts.
I don't want to lose my home.
Private sector workers are no different. Paulette Drains lost her private sector job earlier this year. More than 10 months later, she's still looking for a job. And although she lives closer to Richmond, she's been applying for work throughout the D.C. region, especially as she's on the verge of losing her house. Alfred Street Baptist Church helped.
She's been out of work for 10 months and ain't found no job. Wow.
Pay her mortgage in October.
Hold up. Let me back it up because the church hadn't stepped in.
Region, especially as she's on the verge of losing her house. Alfred Street Baptist Church helped pay her mortgage in October. She doesn't know where the money's going to come from to pay for November's bill.
I want to save my home. I want to save my livelihood, and I need to make an income.
All these job seekers say they've applied for dozens, even hundreds of opportunities. They say there's the occasional callback, the ghosting from prospective employers, or just silence altogether. Bill Fitzgerald is the author of Searching for a Job Sucks and a career expert.
I was thinking, right, for people like this, people in this situation, like the dog you sister said that she wanted to save her job. So she wanted to save her home. For those of you who may be out of work, who just getting fired, and your job, well, the house that you was buying is in jeopardy, and you have no income, this is the perfect time to take out the second mortgage and the refinance and shit. At least you will get like $40,000-$50,000 or take out some equity or something like that, so you can continue to at least pay your bills to give you just a little bit more time to go ahead on and find a job. You could try that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash app. You say assist to assets to a company don't get fired. Liabilities do. Ooh, that's a shot at everybody losing their goddamn job. Shout out to Miss Buck Good for the $5 cash shot. You say, Pastor, I voted for Trump and I still got booted. Listen, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
The people that I've been speaking to who are farther down that pipeline in terms of the interviewing process, for them, the real secret has been getting out from behind their desks, more or less.
That's what I was just thinking about. You say, no, if not employed, no refi. Now listen, I just thought about it as soon as I said it, and I said to myself, so if I got fired on Friday, hell, if I got fired like on Monday, I'm on the phone with the mortgage company. I'm on the phone with the mortgage company. Like, if I don't have savings and shit like that right there, and I know that it's difficult to find jobs, that same day that you get let go is the same day that you need to be calling your mortgage company. I promise you.
And
we got to work the system, y'all. We got to work the system.
In conversations with people they know and getting introduced to people that those people know.
Fitzgerald said in an age where applicants are competing with algorithms, tapping into your network, building professional relationships, getting the recommendation or referral from within an organization goes a long way in separating you from other candidates.
The only place that I can go from here is forward.
Was that word that I want to use? Prolific? But what she said, was that prolific? Did she say, hold on. Prolific. Did she say, I need a definition. What are we doing? Prolific. I'm thinking of a word. Prolific. Producing much fruit. Yada yada yada. No. I'm thinking of something else then. No. Profound. Right. Wait. Damn it, I'm pushing the button and my thing got stuck again. Is what she said profound? That's what I'm gonna say. What that baby just said, was that profound? I'm waiting on my thing to come back. Profound meaning. Profound meaning of and or state, very great or intense, a person having a strong great knowledge or insight. All right. That lady said this right here. I don't know how she come up with this line, but she said something.
Organization goes a long way in separating you from other candidates.
The only place that I can go from here is forward.
She said that. Y'all, but she said it as it. Do y'all understand? We can't go backwards. There's no way possible to go backwards, but she said that thing like she's a prophet or something. Like, I can only go forward. From this day forward, I can only go forward. We only can go forward. I don't understand why she would do us like that. She just dropped it on us. Okay, we gonna make it just a little light. I'm finna come back on something real quick. Now, as y'all come on in, y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, man. And thank y'all for being over 100. I didn't even see when y'all had done got over 100, but we damn near the 200 people up in the building. Can we get the 200 thumbs up? Profound got nothing to do what she was talking about. So I said the wrong word then, right? I said the wrong word, but it's a P word. You know, like when somebody say something and it's like, oh, wow, like they said that. I can't, damn it, I don't know the word. I don't know. But I know that one of y'all know the doggone word. You said I get EBT during the shutdown. They gave me like $30, and after the shutdown was over, I got a total of $327 and a card. He said not gonna use it because I was just testing it. That's what's up. Bam. You say prolific. I looked up the word prolific and it wasn't the right word either. God damn it. I guess I just think about it later. So profound was right. I don't know what's profound right. Wise, learn, clever, intelligent. Yeah. Yeah, she sounded like it'll make you think like she's a philosopher or something. Yeah, profound was the right word. That baby say, all I can do now is go forward. Well, we all gonna go we can't go backwards. It's not a rewind button out this piece. I wish it was. I really do wish it was. Ladies. Well, let me say it how it's supposed to be said. November job reports shows a surging in unemployment. People's losing their jobs, right? Bam. But they specifically talking about one group of people, talking about doggy you sisters. Y'all losing y'all jobs or have lost y'all jobs at high numbers. Something needs to be done. Listen.
A report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics released this week showing some staggering numbers in unemployment. The latest data finds that despite a job opportunity increase, nearly 700,000 women are still missing from the workforce. And for Black women, the unemployment has surged to roughly 7.5%, outpacing the broader workforce and sounding an alarm for the U.S. labor market. Award-winning gender economist Katika Roy recently released her analysis of these numbers, and she joins us now for more. Katika, thank you for being with us as you have been before to really break down what this means. Talk to us about what this crisis does show for the entire economy.
I got a question too. And shout out to all our white queens out here. Why y'all be lying to Black women? I just gotta do. I'm gonna explain.
Well, you know what we're actually seeing is that if you look at Black women alone, Black women have lost almost 300,000 jobs, while men have gained 600,000 jobs. You're talking about a swing of almost 1 million jobs. That is not a slowdown. That is a redistribution of opportunity.
A redistribution of opportunity because men have gained jobs and women have lost jobs. Y'all know for the longest, women had gained jobs and it was okay. But now that men done gained jobs, he say it's a redistribution. How is it a redistribution when the men didn't get the jobs that the women lost?
1 million jobs. That is not a slowdown. That is a redistribution of opportunity.
That is fascinating to hear you put it that way. And because most people would say, listen, these aren't 700,000 women who are just missing or electing to leave the workforce. Most of them were fired or pushed out, right? Is that what you would say?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we've seen. So when we look at, since the pandemic, 700,000 women overall are missing from the labor force. And in that same time frame, over 6 million women have actually become eligible to participate in the labor force. So reasonably, you would think that their labor force participation should increase, but that's not what we're seeing. And just since February, we've seen almost 100,000 men join the labor force. So we're really talking about...
So y'all seeing men joining the labor force, but y'all not doing a whole show on, look at the increase of men joining the labor force. This is a beautiful thing. Y'all do not give men credit.
Not a personal choice. You're talking about structural exclusion.
So why are Black women, you think, being affected at this level?
Yeah,
and do you think that it seems that they're being specifically targeted?
Well, that's what, I can't speak to what exactly is happening in terms of being specifically targeted. What I can tell you is that the numbers are staggering. When we look at Black women, over 600,000 have been economically sidelined. One of the things that we look at is that if you compare it to white women, Black women's labor force is about 5 times smaller than white women.
I want y'all to just understand this right here. She can't tell us why Black women is losing jobs. But she would go out of her way to, and this has been like the biggest fight, Black against white, Black against white, Black women against white women. She would not compare Black women to other women, Asian women, Mexican, Hispanic women, Chinese women. No, it's just Black and white. Got it, though.
If you compare it to white women, Black women's labor force is about 5 times smaller than white women. If white women had been economically sidelined at the same rate as Black women, we would be talking about over 3 million white women. That's the entire labor force of Pennsylvania. I mean, this impact is massive.
That is so striking, especially when...
But we still don't know why these women was fired, let go,
You put it, I mean, that simply in terms of the size of the workforce for white women in the state of Pennsylvania. Massachusetts Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, she called the rising unemployment rates of Black women a canary in the coal mine, an economic indicator for everyone else. Why is that? What should anyone else glean from these numbers we're seeing?
Well, there's 2 things that are happening. One of the things that we know from the numbers is that because Black women sit at the intersection of gender and race, they tend to be the first impacted, but they really are the signal for the entire economy. And we have seen that.
How has Black women been the first impacted when this is the first time in so long that they've even been speaking about women, Black women losing so many jobs? This is like the first year, or maybe like the second year. Maybe like the second year. Come on now.
The other piece is that their labor force, it doesn't just impact Black women. Their forced labor force exits this year alone have cost us $9.2 billion in GDP growth. So you're talking about impacts to Social Security, Medicare, the solvency of banks, the solvency of insurers. This will impact everybody.
Kanika, what would you say to someone who maybe sees these numbers and says, I don't think that Black women are being targeted. Maybe this is just sort of a coincidence to see this number. Maybe it's their job performance. What would you say to someone who is skeptical in that way?
The data does not vet that out. Okay. What the data shows is that Black women are the most educated cohort in the United States.
That baby say the data don't lie. The data shows that Black women is the most educated cohorts in the United States of America. Run it back, baby.
To see this number, maybe it's their job performance. What would you say to someone who is skeptical in that way?
The data does not vet that out. What the data shows is that Black women are the most educated cohort in the United States.
Because of you couldn't hear for some reason when she said the cohorts, the sound messed up. But I put it on the CC to where it could spell out what she was saying, and it's cohorts. Got it. She said that the Black women is like, all right, go ahead. So I had to Google, because I like to Google. I had to Google. And I say, are black women the most educated? While black women have made significant gains in the educational attainment and consistently outpaced black men in earning degrees, they are not the most educated demographic overall in the great United States of America. That's what it say. Google it yourself. Google it yourself. Just saying. Why she didn't have to tell that fib. Why did that baby believe that she had to tell that fib? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the most educated. That's a lie.
Performance. What would you say to someone who is skeptical in that way?
The data does not vet that out. What the data shows is that black women are the most educated cohort in the United States. In fact, they are more likely to be underemployed, not because of their own doing, but because they are undervalued in the labor force. That's one of...
They may be under... This lady here is doing a number on me right now. She is pissing me off.
Their own doing, but because they are undervalued.
They underpaid, they're undervalued, not because of their own doing. How do you get underpaid not by your own doing? And the word cohort is a group of individuals who share a common characteristic such as a birth year or a common experience. Got it. So she used a big word on us out here in these streets. That baby say it is not their fault that they be getting underpaid.
Cohort in the United States. In fact, they are more likely to be underemployed, not because of their own doing, but because they are undervalued in the labor force. That's one of the reasons why we saw that there was a huge representation, or has been historically a huge representation of black women in the federal labor force. And they were disproportionately impacted by the cuts.
Do y'all even how could you be? It's nobody's fault that you accepted a job that you underpaid. If you go for a job and the job you may be looking for is supposed to pay $25 an hour, but they say when you get there, they're going to pay you $19. Whose choice is it to work? Whose choice is it to take that job? Now, I do understand the argument, but Willie, a person, they need the job. I get it. But you still had a thing called options. God gave you free will, right? Right? So since you get free will, you can turn down that job. You don't have to work for less than what you believe that you deserve. Huh? Shout out to I dodged a trap for... Damn it, did I say it? I didn't say that right. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm saying the name wrong. For the $2 super chat, you say black women should compete with other women, not with black men. That's a fact. I've never understood why black women try to make the argument against men. We're different. We are so different. And notice, I'm trying to tell y'all around here, yes, y'all got more degrees and more so-called educated than us. But for some reason, getting the education, it don't make you smart. Getting the education, it don't means that you have common sense. You haven't gained common sense. Your decision making is poor. Our dog, you sister, decision making is poor. They can have so much if they fix their decision making, but.
So what needs to change systematically to close this economic gap that we're seeing?
Well, one of the things that, you mentioned Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley, and one of the things that she has talked about is demanding that the Fed actually talk about the real unemployment rate, right? So the unemployment rate overall for the latest jobs report was 4.5%. If you look at it for black women, it's actually 7.5%, which is 70% higher than what the Fed considers full employment. But if you include the labor force exits of black women this year, their unemployment climbs to over 10%, or in plain language, over 2 times what the Fed considers full employment. So we need to demand
talking. All right, man, we don't care nothing else about that right now. So listen. She is talking about the problem. I'm gonna talk about the solution. I'm gonna talk about the solution. I told y'all Told y'all you got to do something else. You cannot be just on this one. This one income stream, y'all. It's not healthy. It is really not healthy. But you're hard headed. You know it all. You balling. You make more money than me. I get it. You balling. You got it together. I can't tell you nothing. All right, shawty. That's what's up. I don't know what to tell you, baby. But I'm finna help the ones who actually want to hear what a player got to say. And I just want to say this right here. While you was on your doggone job, and let me put this up here real quick. While you was on your job, you better find you something on the side. You better find you something else on the side. You better start stacking that change. A lot of y'all biggest problem is you don't save money. You're blowing money. Thank y'all. This is how we're going to end the show. Just like this right here. The link is down there in the description. I don't want to say it, but y'all know where we end the show at. Stars with an R. If y'all would like to, you know what I'm saying, do a thing like that. And no matter where you at, watching the player, go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate that right there. Since we got that down up, got that down out. Now, where's my little thingamajig so I can put this back up on the screen? Bam! Shout out to Big J Boogie for the $20 cash shot. Say, tell them to do dope and F hope. That's what's up. Do dope and F hope. Listen, man. We cannot continue to do the same thing. You cannot continue to do the same thing. And I can almost guarantee you, the vast majority of these women, the vast majority of women, especially darker hue women, will have jobs and careers, and y'all will keep producing children, which kind of, if you're making this and you have another child, it drops you down to this. You have another, it drops you down to this. Yeah. You made $100,000. Keep having children. It takes away from the 100. It keeps taking away from the 100. But y'all don't think it through. Y'all think shit's sweet out here, and it's not sweet. You say breaking news. You say they dropped all charges. They dropped all charges against Coney. I gotta look that there up then. They dropped all charges. Hold on. Charges dropped against Comey. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that right now. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a little bit of that right there. Yeah. I'm gonna have to speak on that. I'm gonna have to get all my educational points up, all my informational points up, to go ahead on and talk about that right there. Y'all go ahead on and get into some domestic violence. My bad, domestic love. Let's get into some love out here, because listen, this is the most important thing that we be having going on in our life is love, because we love each other. We want to be with one another. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Come on in. Sit yourselves right on down. You all got to we got to do some things different. We really, really do. That business that you've been wanting to start, go ahead on and do it. Instead of you hanging out and sitting up at the salon for 3, 4 to 9 hours getting your hair did, you could be working on your on that business that you wanted to start. A lot of y'all do not believe that you can make some side money. Let's say this, my beautiful cup. This is a Trump cup. I got a Trump cup. Now listen. If I want to sell some, I would take a picture of the Trump cup. I put that bitch on eBay, Etsy. Probably charge $11 or something like that right off. Get you a little scale so you can weigh out the items that you want to sell, so you can know how to price some stuff. Take pictures. You got your phone with you. Just walk around your house and look at things that you want to sell. Just take a picture. It's not that difficult. And set up a description on one of these for sale sites and just leave it up there. It's not difficult. The things that you have already used and been using for years, do y'all know that people, they still would like to buy those things? Yeah. You spent $300 for it and you don't use it no more, man. Sell that shit for $40 or something. Get rid of it. You don't use it. If you've been having things in your closet and in containers and shit for over 2 years, take pictures of that shit and upload that shit. Yeah. You spent $100 on it, man. If y'all don't get rid of that shit for $25 or something. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell y'all something. For real. We try to hold on to so much materials. I want y'all to... I just thought about this right here. We try to hold on to all of this material stuff and still get evicted. I don't want to sell my stuff. Okay. Tomorrow, all your shit that you don't want to sell finna be out front. All the stuff that you didn't want to sell 2 months ago when you knew that you couldn't pay your bills and you would be up for eviction. You knew it. You ain't put none of this stuff on sale. Now, all that stuff that you don't want to sell is outside, and God forbid it's raining, snowing or some shit, but all your stuff outside, and now you can't get $1 for it. Everything got to go to the dump. Stop holding on to shit, man, when you finna lose the shelter. We worry about the things inside of the shelter. You need to worry about the shelter. Huh? I'm pretty sure that you got probably like 2-3 months of rent. Depends on how big your little spot is. You probably got about 2-3 months of rent in material items. Just sell it. Become a quick flipper. Stop trying to get extra retail price and the shit used. Stop that. Everybody may be selling that same item for $80. Why would you do that? Sell yours for $40. Get rid of that shit and keep it moving. Like we be we be slow out here in these streets, man. For real though. But let's go ahead on and do this right here. Shout out to a player. Let me have some story. Real domestic, man. We have a 20-year-old man. Talk about a relationship. A 20-year-old man is accused of ordering his girlfriend to kidnap a woman. He ordered her from jail. Bitch, if you don't go around there and handle that business, I know something. Here we go.
You've been waiting all year for this.
I tell y'all, his pimp hand strong. Listen, dog, player pimp hand strong. Can't tell me nothing, man. Listen, man, y'all get at the hoe. Listen, befriend that bitch, man. Why is you 20 years old allegedly raping somebody and you got a girlfriend who you could depend on and you also got a baby mama that you could depend on to put her life on the line too? You should have been in a poly relationship, person.
Robin Bainham to befriend the victim, start working at her job, and send her these messages.
Your girlfriend got time to put in the application and work at the job with the woman that you allegedly raped. Become her friend. Deter her from coming around here and testifying. Baby, welcome her friend on social media. And again, one was his girlfriend. That didn't work. One is his baby mom. They're not even together. But they probably still hunch. Of course, they probably still hunching. To both put their life on the line for him by some shit that he allegedly did with another woman. Pimp hand strong.
According to investigators, this is the home that Lee lured the victim to by claiming that she was a hairdresser that needed a babysitter. When the victim
claiming that I'm a hairdresser that need a babysitter, man. And if you babysitting, I got a baby to drop off to you. Oh, but they did not kill him on. Don't worry about it, player. They ain't gonna show up. Now, I do understand that he's 20, and I do understand that he didn't grow up like we had done grew up, but I would think if you're 20 years old and you like committing crimes or you trying to go to jail or something like that, you're supposed to automatically know that all calls will be recorded. Hell, they tell you that once you dial a number. All call before you say the stupid shit that you about to say, all calls will be recorded. You say, all right, shit, I'm still finna talk to my little shawty, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, shit, I gotta tell her what she need to hear, you know? He's very, very smart.
also screaming at them to drop the charges. Look at this.
Drop the charges, drop the charges. Yeah. They were probably saying, no, I'm not going to drop the charges. I'm not going to do that.
It's a video image from court documents showing Lee and Bainum putting the two victims in the back of a car next to the home.
That is wow. And then drop them
on the
off.
2400 block of Irving Place in Southeast. Multiple neighbors told me they remembered hearing a lot of chaos.
A lot of chaos, yada, yada, yada. He got caught because of the phone calls was recorded and they had information with little pictures and video cameras and all that flash right there. Everybody finna go down because he allegedly took some monkey. Be careful about y'all decision making, man. But hey, you love who you love. You pick who you pick. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hoe. You got to be more careful. That's a hell of a story right there. That's a real hell of a story. And I guess he thought it through. I guess he like when I talk to my little la-las on the phone, boy, ain't nobody gonna know what the hell I'm about to do out here in these streets. But y'all gotta get out that little hole. And it's crazy because he actually no, he didn't have to know where she worked. I think that he was hollering at the chick or something like that right there, and he took it before she was ready, allegedly. She was gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all young girls is throwing that little monkey thing around out here in these streets like potato chips. Y'all just giving the potato chip little coochie just to everybody. Y'all don't care. But keep doing what you're doing. Let's go on and get into this right here. We have a man who had done in prison and done beat a baby. Yeah, I told y'all that I don't have the sympathy and the empathy thing if you're not tied up. Like, if you're not tied up, I believe that you can get away. You know what I'm saying? You say, Willie, the women will not go down for this or be held accountable in any way. You might got a point with that right there. Because all they can say is, I was in fear of him. I know that he was in jail or something, and he was like calling me to do some stuff, but I was in fear of him. I didn't know what I was doing. He was talking fast. He told me where she worked at. He told me like her IG page or something, but he was talking fast and aggressive. I didn't know if he gonna do something to me. I'm scared of him. Them baby's gonna get off out here in these streets. For real, for real. Yeah. He threatened us. I ain't had no choice but to do it. And he told me don't tell nobody. I can't tell my mama them nothing. Got it. We have a man who is accused of beating and imprisoning a woman. A man who they say was not supposed to be free, but he has been free because he been whooping bitches for decades. No, this is what they say. A player been whooping women for decades, but he finally had them grabbed. He imprisoned and whooped the woman that he was in a relationship with and did it for 4 days. Yeah, listen.
After she says she was held captive for days. Now, the victim's mother tells us she was so disturbed to learn that the man accused of the attack spent the last 2 decades terrorizing women.
Talk Tom Jones is digging into this case, working to get answers as to why this serial suspect kept avoiding serious prison time.
And Sharon Williams says that Brian Brookings held her daughter in his apartment, beating and sexually assaulting her for 4 days. Then she found out he has done this to so many other women. She says if he hadn't been given break after break after break, her daughter wouldn't have gone through the torture she did.
The beating was so bad. So bad.
Sharon Williams is still shaken by the beating her 37-year-old daughter says she suffered at the hands of Brian Brookings, a man arrested for violence against women over and over and over again for more than 2 decades.
Do y'all know that she was attracted to him because he had a background, because he has been to jail and maybe even prison? Huh? Y'all understand that this is what I keep trying to tell y'all, domestic love at its finest.
You know, he should have been locked up a long time ago and the key thrown away.
Yes, that wig do not, should never.
Her daughter says Brookings held her in his DeKalb County apartment where he attacked her for 4 days.
What was that? Do y'all see what they try to do? Was those flies or roaches? Is these fly? I think them roaches, those roaches. Shout out to the cameraman, though. Shout out to the cameraman. He found the apartment full of roaches.
As Brookins held her in his DeKalb County apartment.
This his
where
apartment.
So
he nasty and she nasty as hell. He nasty, she nasty.
Attacked her for 4 days.
He was gonna keep her or kill her.
Then, November 1st...
You say that they crickets? They look like roaches. Them got to be roaches. Hold on, what?
Where he...
Them roach. Now, this is... this look like a big roach. These is roaches. These roaches. Those ain't no crickets.
Attacked her for 4 days.
He was gonna keep her or kill her.
Then, November 1st, William says her daughter escaped to this store on Candler Road.
She's blessed to be alive. God had his hands in this.
God had his hands in this. That baby been getting whooped for 4 days. That baby been getting sexually assaulted for 4 days. She got away. She said God had his hands into this right here. Listen, y'all know I'm not a believer. None of that fly shit right there. But you cannot tell me after she was getting whooped and sexually assaulted, and because she broke free herself, she got herself away. There was no savior. She broke out. The mother say God had his hands in her. All right, dog. Do we have to cut common sense off? Do we just have to do that when we talking religion?
Candler Road.
Or gods and spirits and stuff like that right there? She say she blessed. Is she saying she blessed because she not dead?
Candler Road.
She's blessed to be alive. God had his hands in this.
William says a higher power also may have led Rhonda Dissett to the store.
So Rhonda Dissett may have been led to the store by God. Or a higher power. He never said God. By a higher power. Why couldn't God prevent her from being in prison for 4 days, though? Like, as soon as Buddy was finna try to imprison her, he should have stopped him, like in mid-imprisonment. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he went to go grab him, he should have froze him or something. And told her, girl, you better get the hell on from around here and go to your mama house. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have did something like that right there, and then she would have never been in prison for 4 days. But God sent Miss Lisa. Damn it, I don't even know that lady's name, but he sent her to the gas station.
As a higher power also may have led Rhonda Dissett to the store.
Miss Rhonda hadn't went nowhere. I probably would.
Miss Rhonda came to the gas station, dog. God sent Miss Rhonda to the gas station.
You never heard about this.
Dissett began recording when she noticed police at the store and people huddled around a woman.
It was personal because I know her.
Dissett's organization, A Labor of Love, works to get women struggling with drugs and mental issues off the street. She had counseled the victim before, but on this day...
She was so badly beaten until I didn't recognize her.
Did she say that she counseled this woman before so she know of this woman? Oh, so she was probably... The organization that she worked for or that she deal with is women with mental issues and drugs, right?
Police arrested Brookins. He faces rape, false imprisonment, aggravated assault, battery, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer.
So God, hello, God, he got great false imprisonment, aggravated assault. He did all of this to her, the 37-year-old who may have been struggling with drugs and or mental health problems. But God had his hand in it, though. God sent Miss Rhonda to the gas station, though. Huh?
I Googled his name.
What Williams found disturbed her.
It just sickens me.
Mugshot after mugshot of Brookins. We found all these mugshots of Brookins from DeKalb and Fulton counties. He's been arrested.
Do y'all know I think with this picture right here, I've done a story on him with this picture right here. I don't know what the story is, but I do. Damn it, I'm going to have to go back like in my archives or something.
DeKalb and Fulton counties. He's been arrested or convicted on false imprisonment, sexual offenses, and assaults several times since 1999.
He's just got a slap on the wrist every time.
Records show Brookins.
Oh, so she's upset that he wasn't held accountable.
Okay, got it. Go.
Was convicted for false imprisonment during a rape trial in Fulton in 2001. That same year, in the same county, he pled guilty to false imprisonment, sexual battery, and aggravated assault.
Damn.
He was sentenced to 10 years, but only 2 years behind bars, with the rest on probation for both cases.
He had some good behavior or something. Okay.
An officer tried to revoke his probation for failing to attend sex offender counseling, calling him a danger to the community.
Danger to the community, but they put him back in y'all's community. A failure to attend sex offender counseling. What is that counseling like, y'all? Well, I guess you'll only kind of know if you have been like a sex offender. But I'm just asking, maybe y'all know somebody that is a sex offender or something. What do they teach? I may have to do a show on that right there. I got to do some investigation. What do they teach in sex offender counseling? Do you tell somebody that you're not supposed to like grape somebody or force somebody? Is that what they saying? I do know that they talk to people and see where people is coming from, but what is like the overall general thing that they trying to relate to the people? What, that is illegal? We know that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Archer for the $2 super chat. It says, check out the evolution of his hair loss. You notice that right there? That boy ain't have on damn wig neither. He just
But he was still released back out into the streets.
Yeah.
Also, in DeKalb County in 2012, Brookins was arrested on false imprisonment, aggravated assault, probation violation, and terroristic threats. He was sentenced to 5 years to serve 1 only on terroristic threats.
Well, maybe he just trying to get back in jail. Maybe he got a boyfriend.
Williams says Brookins should have been locked up for a long time with that extensive criminal history.
Do you feel like the criminal justice system let you down?
Yes, I do.
I want someone to be held accountable because this could have cost this victim her life.
Factual.
And I asked the DA's offices in Fulton and DeKalb to give me some insight into why Brookins didn't receive a stiffer punishment. The DeKalb DA's office said that it couldn't comment on this most recent case. And it said the 2012 case, the charges were reduced, but didn't say why. In Fulton, the DA's office said these cases are so old it needed to research them before commenting, and they would get back to me. So far, they have not gotten back to me. Brookins remains locked up in the DeKalb County Jail. His public defender did not respond to my request for a comment. We are live in DeKalb County. Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
Live in DeKalb. Got to be more careful, man. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all, these people don't give a damn about you and your community. They care nothing about you and your community. I bet that right there. They gonna keep putting them right back where you live. Right back around there. Now, I just want to know about how many of them who he had done jumped off. You know, since he been doing things since 98. They've been out here since last century, getting it in, living his way. You know what I'm saying? And hell, the ladies must love him. The ladies love him. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even mind all you. The ladies. Hold on. Now I had a little something. Let me scroll this right. Oh, shit. Talk about. All right. We got to go back to these jobs real quick. I saw a lady who done, I can't even tell you, like this right here. All right, bam. We need some thumbs up. We need some thumbs ups. I want to let y'all know, if y'all look down here, links is down there in the description. Y'all know how we is going to end the show. It's not going to be on YT, but you know what I'm saying? I can't say it. It's going to get me in trouble. But we almost there. Just a few more. We have a sister who had a problem, and she's trying to tell you people out here in these streets to be careful, especially with the work from home jobs. Shout out to everybody who works from home. It's a beautiful thing. It really, really is a beautiful thing that you ain't got to be out here with the goddamn traffic and weather and all that fly stuff right there, dealing with humans outside. But y'all supposed to be educated. Y'all, ladies, y'all supposed to be real smart. Y'all can't keep falling for the okie doke. What happened to women's intuition? Listen to the story, y'all. Here we go.
Good work-from-home jobs are tough to find, but an Akron mother found out just how tough it can be.
She went through the process, even worked for more than 2 weeks, but in the end, she says she was left empty-handed.
News 5 investigator Jonathan Walsh shows us what happened, what to watch out for, and what we found in Miami, Florida.
She worked for 2 weeks, and then she found out. Go ahead.
Identity, web address. Normally it would populate.
Mikhail Green from Akron can't believe what she sees.
It says the site is blocked because it may contain unsafe content.
It's supposed to be the site of a company she thought was her new employer.
I don't play with people's money or their livelihood. That I think is cruel. I'm sorry.
She says it all started in late October when Esquire Invest Inc. offered her a work-from-home job that paid well. With her banking background, she tells us she worked a total of 95 hours processing payments involving cryptocurrency. But when it came time to get paid, the instructions told her to deposit $400 into an online account, and then she would get her pay.
Okay, y'all know that she deposited the money?
I am behind on my bills considerably. Been asking friends and family for money.
Oh my God. What?
I needed my $2,000 to pay my rent.
We were able to...
How did you not know that this wasn't at least a real job?
Get onto Esquire Invest's site, tried calling their phone numbers.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Nothing went through.
Just hangs up, doesn't work.
We emailed the company 3 times, no response. We obtained this recent video of the address listed for Esquire Invest Inc. in Miami, Florida. We also found the state of Florida dissolved the company back in September, but remember, it hired Mikhail in late October.
People call us questioning, how can this be? What do I do?
Erica Dilworth from the Better Business Bureau in Cleveland says you might have a resume out there and get a random text, email, or phone call.
If it's all text conversation, if it's all email conversation, even if it's just a phone conversation, you really have no way to confirm, is this an actual business?
And she says if the employer is asking you to pay or deposit your own money, that's the biggest red flag.
I can't think of a situation that I've encountered where it is appropriate for the person hiring you to ask for money.
For Mikhail, she was depending on her pay, even telling her landlord she'll be able to get him the rent.
And I look like a liar because we're not good.
Shout out to me for having a real.
And if me and my daughter become homeless from this, nobody cares.
No. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all. Decision. How the hell you ain't know that this wasn't no real company? Oh, that baby young. That baby ain't grow up like we grew up. I don't understand. And it seems like more and more women keep getting scammed. I don't see I know that men get scammed, and that's we typically get scammed when it come down to that monkey. Now that right there, we be getting scammed, we be getting like our rollie stolen and all that fly stuff right there. But scam on a job for a job?
Just a tough story. Now the BBB says if you report lost money right away to your bank, there's still a chance you'll get it.
If you report lost money, I told y'all she paid them $400. Them people say, give us $400 so we can pay you. That bitch gave up her $400. That bitch worked, what, 90 hours?
Back.
Damn.
But if you wait a couple days, maybe a week, it's highly unlikely you'll get anything back. And you guys have heard about these kinds of job listings where they say pay for the supposed supplies, you have to pay the company that's hiring you. The BBB just says, look, walk away. That is not something you want to be a...
Men say, look, walk away. You don't pay for no damn job. Is they not teaching this stuff in school? Wow. You say how you make good money and not get paid. That's a good one right there, right?
Part of every time. So be careful, do your homework on these businesses.
So the address was a construction site in Miami.
Yep, and a year ago, we saw it on Google Earth, the street view. It was a empty building. I mean, there was graffiti, it was all blocked off, so not really sure how long.
I can't. I can't with you new fools out here in these streets, man. There's a whole bunch of new fools out here. Y'all just fall for the little okey doke. Bitch can just tell y'all anything. I really don't get it, but it is what it is. Hold on. Now where we at? Remember what time it is? We at 8:30. Let me.
Why is everyone using ninja transfers?
Ninja transfers.
What the hell? Hold on with your ninja transfer, dog. I ain't tell him to talk, but he talking. Hold on. Now I got another one real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead on to get on up out of here. Then what is? Oh. How many of y'all got siblings? How many of y'all like got brothers, sisters, stuff like that? All right, cool. You got brothers, sisters, cute. Got it. What if like your brother get mad with you that day, and your brother decide to do this to you as a sister? Be careful, y'all, ladies. Y'all is not only being harmed by the dudes that y'all pick, y'all is also being harmed by the dudes y'all don't pick. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I said, why you do that to me? And he said, because you finna die today.
That is Tanika Jefferson reliving the horrifying moments. She says her own brother broke into her house and started.
Look at that stomach.
Started stabbing her.
Mobile police arresting Tyrone Harris on first-degree burglary and assault charges. It's all happening early Saturday on Glenwood Street.
Our Natalie Williamson has the rest of the story tonight.
Every time I close my eyes, that's all I see is me getting attacked.
For the first time, Tanika Jefferson is recalling the terrifying moments when she says her own brother stabbed her multiple times. Jefferson says she was getting ready for work Saturday morning when her brother, Tyrone Harris, came to her home on Glenwood Street and asked to use the restroom. After Harris left, Jefferson tells me she went back to getting ready and paused to call her mom. Suddenly, she heard a loud noise from the front of the house.
My son was like, Mom, he's trying to kick the door in. Boom, I hear it again. Boom, I hear it again. So I goes to the living room, and by the time I could try to open the door, he kicked the door in, and he just started stabbing me. And I'm looking up to him, and I asked him why he do that to me. Like, you my brother, what I do to you? I said, why you do that to me? And he said, because you finna die today.
Kicking and pushing, she says she fought to get him off of her. Her mom on the phone the entire time, hearing everything.
My baby run, he tried to go get help, and then he charged at my son with a knife. Like he was trying to stab my baby. I jumped in between my son so he wouldn't hurt him.
Jefferson says by the grace of God, she was able to get away and run outside. Neighbors and her mom already calling 911. Within minutes, first responders were there.
Rescue agent stabbing at Glenwood Street.
This is the aftermath. Stab wounds in her arm, elbow, stomach, and more.
Ain't we supposed to do ain't we supposed to suture just a little bit better or something like that? Like, damn, they need a corpsman. Oh, she probably got suture for them non-professional nurses. Go ahead.
She says when first responders brought her to USA Hospital, she went into emergency surgery. When she woke up, she had over a dozen staples in
because they ain't put no stitches in there, boy. They just hit her with a gun. Blah, 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 yeah.
Her skin.
I was going to die saving my children, but God had other plans for me.
Joe Record.
I was going to die by saving my children. God had other plans for me. At some point, do y'all understand that we is okay with saying that God had a hand in it or God intervened? Do y'all even understand that we is okay with God intervening, but not when it in our mind would probably have been more logical for God to intervene? You know, God should have intervened before she got stabbed, though. Like, right before she got stabbed, God should have said, no, not my child. You know what I'm saying? But we as a people is okay with God having a hand in it after the situation. Have y'all ever noticed that right Yeah, like God isn't preventing anything. I don't understand. But the crazy part is, we okay with it though. You believers is okay with that though. Watch it. Imagine if there was a father in the home and a dude breaks into the house and he goes to the daughter room and great, the daughter's screaming. It's noisy. The father is in the house. The father waits until he finish and leave. And then the father comes in and console the daughter. The world would be pissed at the father. So you was there. You had the ability to jump in and stop it. Nothing. You were watching the game. You was watching the game. You was cooking. You was clean. You watched clothes or something. But you was in the house when he broke into and your daughter went to daddy. And the whole time that he was raping her, she was screaming. And at some point she stopped screaming because in her brain, she had to remove herself because of the trauma. Because of the trauma, she's not there anymore. But you're in the house. You can hear him rough on her, getting it in. How you doing? The world would be pissed at this father. He was taking a dump. He was probably taking a dump. But y'all believers is okay with y'all's father watching what is happening to you, and because of you have been taught, he may not come when you call, but goddamn it, he always on time. I don't understand that anymore. I used to believe that right now, but you don't stop nothing. Do y'all understand that if 15 women, 15 people is on a bus and a bus explodes and one woman survives, do you know that family will say that they will thank God? Because God saved their child's life. But God did not save all them other people's lives. God had nothing to do with nothing. I just don't. And again, I'm not trying to have people to be like, go against your God. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, I'm a realist, dog. I got to look at it for what it is. I don't play with my brain like that right there. I can't do it, dog. It's like I really, really just can't do it. So you had the opportunity to stop this shit and you ain't do nothing? Wow. I have a post. Hold on. Was that the end of the story?
Show Harris is charged with first-degree burglary and assault in connection to this. He's got a bond of $65,000.
That boy got a bond of $65K. That boy it's like he kicking in the door. He attempted to murder his sister while in the presence of children. Y'all know when we do things in the presence of children, it takes your they charge you with something else like child endangerment. That boy got a $65,000 bond. That's $6,500. That's what's up. Y'all want him back in the community.
Jefferson told Fox 10 today.
Look at that baby with all her babies. Oh, she cute though. That's what's up. And her edge is fading, but she still got like the cute face. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all ladies, y'all got to stop messing up your doggone edges and shit, especially when you're cute. Now, if you're handsome, you really ain't tripping. It is what it is. You got to work with what you got to work with. But why destroy y'all edges and y'all be cute though?
It's her birthday, and she says she is thankful God saved her and her children.
All right. Again, if a father was in a situation to save his child and he just stood by and waited till the end, everybody in the community would be pissed at that father. Everybody would be pissed at that father. Hold on. He said, I want to thank God. She want to thank God for that. He said, I need God number. Listen. I really, at some point, dog, and I do understand that y'all be in fear and shit like this, and that's why y'all would not say shit out loud. But even the book say, as soon as you think it, you is. So you can't hide your thoughts from your God, you know. See, y'all already thinking it, so you might well, like, say shit out loud, too. But it's crazy, y'all. We got the, oh, my God. Hold on. And I just want to make sure that I can just pull this thing up since I had done said that right there. I saved the little thing. Oh, this one. Let me put this up on the screen. I saved this. Speaking of God, I say that this thing say, you see Jesus getting jumped in the streets. What do? This person say the same thing he did during slavery. Huh? Come on now. Huh? Seem like that person right there is a realist. That person is just saying it for what it is. He say, you see Jesus getting jumped in the street, what do? The same thing he did during slavery. Same thing he did, though, now. I like that. Now, hey, dog. Hey. I feel him. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news on this slow moving Monday. Y'all, we finna carry on because the show is not over. The links is down there in the description. Y'all know I can't say it because YouTube be in their feelings, and I don't want YouTube feelings to be hurt out here in the doggone street. But the links is down there in the description with the blue one, and the green. The blue and the green is what we finna, you know what I'm saying? The links down there in the description. So going on over there now, if y'all would like to be a part of that right there, remember we love YouTube. We got to say, like, we love YouTube and stuff like that right there. So please, YouTube, don't get mad at a player. But I'm just saying, I just be thinking, like, in my mind, that God ain't worrying about that little petty shit though. God ain't really intervening. I don't think that God just showing up. I think God just let life happen. Hey, he created the whole thing, so he already knows what's gonna happen. So I don't think that God is intervening nowhere. I don't think that God is helping you with your bills and shit. Like, I really, really don't. I really, really don't. Do y'all know that both football teams pray for the win before the game? Both teams pray for the win. Only one team win. So you telling me that God favored them over them? This shit crazy. It's a football game. We believe God is intervening in football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf, maps, pedophilia. We just be believe. Got it. I really ain't tripping. Players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking. We is out of here, man. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. But remember, y'all, the link is down there in the description.